everybody. I'm Hillary Atkin from the Atkin Report in LA, and I'm so excited to welcome Kristen Brown from The Voice to this edition of Hillary's Happy Hour. Kristen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Really great. Thank you. And congratulations on making it into the playoffs.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. That was the most stressful day of my life, but also so exciting.
Let's talk a little bit more about that. You had your Team Gwen knockout, which puts you on stage with Kara and Corey. You sang This One's for the Girls, and it was crazy what happened afterwards. So tell me more about that.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, I was paired up with the amazing Kara and Corey. They're so sweet and they're extremely talented. So we had a blast. And then when I went up to sing This One's for the Girls, I love that song. And I felt so, like, the emotions came over me and I actually started to cry in the middle of the song. And so I wasn't sure how it was going to go. And then when it came to Gwen making her decision, she went with Kara, and Kara was phenomenal. And at that time I was like, well, we gave it our all. We did our best. And then I actually had no idea that John had a steal available that he ended up using on me, which you see it on my face, just sheer confusion, because I didn't think it was a thing. But yeah, so now we're on Team Legend.
That is so exciting. So you've had the opportunity to work with Gwen and now John Legend. So tell me more about your experiences working with these two superstar coaches.
Oh my goodness. You know, when you first even just do your blind audition, you are so excited at the idea of getting to like train under one of the coaches. So then to be able to train under two of them, I feel over the moon about it. And they're both so amazing with what they do. And they're so different. So I get a nice perspective from each of them. They're both extremely supportive and so good at what they do. It's so insane. Like, Gwen gave me so much in terms of performing and commanding a stage and being a rock star that she is. And John's really helping me dive into those lyrics because, you know, he's the lyric guy. Gwen is an amazing songwriter as well. But, you know, John loves to make everything moody and emotional, and it's amazing. And it's so much fun.
Well, the other thing is between them, they probably have about 15 seasons total on The Voice. So you got the coaches with the most experience. Nothing against Reba or Niall, who are doing great, but look at it that way.
I know, it's so amazing. I mean, like, it definitely doesn't hurt that they've been around this block a few times, so they know exactly how everything goes. They're super open to hearing any of my questions that I have about the show. If I come up to something where I'm like, hey, how does this work? They're super good at letting me know, oh, this is coming up. This is what's going on. You got this. They're just amazing.
And then what about being also mentored by Wynonna Judd?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so when I walked into the room and saw Wynonna Judd, I about lost my mind. I was like, okay, I have to pretend to be cool, which I wasn't very good at doing. I walked in the room actually, and Wynonna told me, she goes, I love your shoes. Where can I get a pair? And I was almost like, you can have mine. Like, taking them off my feet. If Wynonna wants my shoes, Wynonna can have my shoes. She is a genius and a legend in just music in general, genre aside. And so to get to sing for her, I was so nervous, but I was like, okay, we can keep it together. We can do this. And she was so helpful and so kind. And I truly, that was like the highlight of the round, was getting to hang out with Wynonna Judd. Oh my gosh.
Well, let's flash back to the very beginning for you, and you're blind, and you performed Blown Away, and both Gwen and Reba turned. Reba broke out the Queen's scepter for you. How tough was it for you to make that decision on who to go with?
Oh my gosh, it's the hardest decision ever. You have roughly 10 seconds to dictate your entire life and future. No pressure. And I just remember thinking, okay, I have to go with my gut. Going into it, I was so sure that if I got a chair turn from Reba, I'd go to Team Reba. And then in the moment, I felt this draw to Gwen. Like, I felt like I'd known her for a really long time. And, you know, they cut a lot of what she actually pitched to me. She kept going and had all these plans. And I just felt drawn to her. And so I had to trust my gut and go that direction. Reba's phenomenal. Something told me that Gwen was my girl. And then going into battles, I wanted to maybe try to be a standout country artist. I was like, I don't know how many country artists are going to go over to Gwen's team. So little strategic, a lot from the heart. And I'm so happy with my decision.
What about the fact that you and Gwen are both California girls?
I love it.
Right?
It's so much fun. And then, I mean, the fact that she's a California girl who, is with Blake Shelton. So she gets to live that country life and loves country music. And so it's cool to have that with her where you can be from California and she's from SoCal, I'm from NorCal, but just being able to love country music and be a part of it, even from over here, it's really cool.
So talk to me about the camaraderie you've developed with, now you're on Team Legend, but with members of Legend and also Gwen and all the other artists on the show.
Oh my goodness. I feel like everybody says, oh, we're a family and this and that. And when you hear it, you go, are you? I swear we really are. We're all so supportive of each other. I mean, a majority of the time that we got to see each other, music wasn't even involved. It was just getting to know each other and what does your life look like back home and planning trips to see each other and play shows together. I'm really close with some people on Reba's team, really good friends with Jordan Rayner, really good friends with Dylan Carter from Reba's team. And so just stuff like that, it's really cool to be able to cheer everybody on. I mean, at the end of the day, only one person can win the voice, but we can all keep these relationships for the rest of our lives.
I love to hear that. And I really look forward to your next performance in the playoffs. I'm sure it's going to be great. So I want to wrap up our happy hour, Kristen. I want to lift a glass to you and give you a toast for your continued success on The Voice.
Oh, thank you so much. Cheers.
Cheers.
I even brought my I Sing What's Your Superpower mug. We're all set.